I'm with George Abdo from the Shepherd Society. Now, George, what is the Shepherd Society?
The Shepherd Society is a humanitarian organization, and the Shepherd Society is the social arm of Bethlehem Bible College.
And when were you started and why were you started?
Yeah. The Shepherd Society started in 1996, and the idea of the Shepherd Society was when a group of pastors and ministers that they saw that there is a need for the people in Bethlehem who they are suffering from the hard economic situation. And they saw that there is a lot of people who used to come to Bethlehem Bible College asking for help. And after they saw that the number of people who they came to the Shepherd Society increased, they decided to start the Shepherd Society.
And what sort of projects do you do here at the Shepherd Society?
We have some projects. Some of them are available and some of them are not available. And the projects who they are not available because of the budget. As you know that the economic situation all around the world is not easy, and some of the organizations and Christian organizations and churches who used to support us, they decrease the amount of money that they used to send to the Shepherd Society because of the finance situation. But let me tell you about the projects that we have. The first project is called family-to-family sponsorship. We have families from outside the country in America, in Europe, and other countries over the world. They support and they sponsor the poorest of poor in Bethlehem, and they they support them financially. Some of them they send $20, some of them they send $100. So this up to them on how the Lord puts on their hearts to support the needy people of Bethlehem. The second project we have called food distribution. During the year and around the Christmas and the Easter, the Shepherd Society in cooperation with a Christian aid ministries in Ohio in the States, we distribute food parcels to the needy people in Bethlehem, and we distribute this parcel as a gift from the Christ. Also, the third project called Medical Treatment Project. Here in the Palestinian Authority, it's not easy for the people to find all the treatments, the medical treatments they could need. And also not all the people, they have the governmental medical insurance. And sometimes it's not easy to find, or it's not easy for the people who they have the governmental insurance to find some kinds of treatments. And for this reason, the people, they come to the Shepherd Society, and we help those needy people sometimes with the costs of the surgeries or all kinds of x-rays and medicines and the lab tests. Also, we have a project called the school tuition project. You know that here in Palestine there is three kinds of schools. The governmental schools, who they get just a little amount as tuition, and the United Nations schools, who they related to the United Nations, because we have many people who they hold the refugee card. And also they just charge for a little amount of money for the school tuition. And the third kind of schools is the private schools. And some of them, or the majority of the private schools in Bethlehem is Christian schools. But the tuition costs is higher than the tuition among the governmental and United Nations schools. But the school tuition project now currently is stopped because we don't have budget for this kind of project. Also, we have project called utilities, like the electric and water bills. Here, if you don't pay for 2-3 bills, especially the electricity company will come and disconnect the wire, and we could, by the grace of God, to reconnect the wire for many people who stayed for 4 and 5 days with no electricity. And also this project is not working, is not available because of the budget. Also, we have project called job creation. We have one of the problems that we have is there's a lot of people who they have skills, but they don't have opportunity to work. So what we do, sometimes we place them with temporary jobs. So sometimes we place them to work for sometimes 5-10 days, and we pay them their wages. And also we have another project called the small businesses project. Sometimes we meet people who they have skills and they don't have the budget to start small businesses at their houses. So also in cooperation with the Christian Aid Ministries in Ohio in the United States, we support those needy people with the equipments to start their businesses. Like for example, we sponsored 2 widows with equipment for bakery project and 3 sewing machines, so they could have income to provide the needs of their children and family. And also we supported 2 families with sheep projects, so they can use the sheep to get benefit from the milk, and they can also have income for the living. And as the Shepherd Society, because we are a part of the Palestinian community in Bethlehem, we are trying not to focus how to aid the people, but how to develop the community. Like for example, what we do when we purchase the food to distribute the food parcels, we give the priority for the local products of food, such as pasta, pastry, olive oil, canned food, and another kinds of products. In this way, we can achieve 2 goals. First, we can aid the people, and also we can develop the economic here. Especially, there's a lot of people who they are unemployed. So these are the projects that we have in the Shepherd Society.
How many families are you helping at the moment?
Yeah, we have more than 4,000 families that the Shepherd Society takes care of. You may know that many of the families, they get more than one help. And for this reason, the number of help that the Shepherd Society has helped till today is more than 16,000 help.
That's a lot of people helping. Is all the aid that you give to these people crucial aid that's really, really needed and desperate?
Yes. So we don't just help anyone who comes to the Shepherd Society. We do the procedures. Like they come here, we have system on the computer. They fill the application, and after that we go and visit the family to have enough information about the family, and we give the 2 reports to the administration of the Shepherd Society and discuss the case and give our recommendation. But let me tell you that more than 95% of the people who they come to the Shepherd Society supports them.
And is there a lot of poverty at the moment in Bethlehem?
Yes. There is a lot of poverty in Bethlehem, and let me just clarify a very important thing for you. Is, many people who they come to the Shepherd Society, they say we have job opportunity and we work, but the problem is the income of their work is not enough to provide the needs for their children. Like for example, the average of budget that a family with 6 persons they need for 1 month is at least $1,000 to pay for the rent, to pay for the utilities, school tuition, food, and the other expenses. But the average of the income, the monthly income for the families is approximately 3,000 shekels. That means it's around $750. This is the maximum income. So could you just imagine how can those people, they can manage themselves with this small amount of income to provide the needs of their families?
So this isn't just people that don't have a job. This is people who do have a job but still can't survive.
Yes. There is three kinds or four kinds of people here. There is a kind of people who they don't work, but they are not in need. And the another type is of people is they work, but the income is not enough. So they are in need. And there is a people who they don't work and they are in need. So and for this reason, we don't just judge the people, the persons or the clients who they come to the Shepherd Society that if you work, okay, we are sorry, we will not be able to help you, or if you don't work, we will help you. No, this is not the procedures that we do. We go and visit the people. We do a case study about the family, then we decide.
Are there many children that go hungry at night time?
Look, the problem that the people who they are suffering, especially with the children, that especially the people who they are a newborn or 1 year or 2 years, who they need milk. And this is the problem that we have, that we have many people who they come to the Shepherd Society asking help for a milk for children, but sometimes we can't intervene with these cases because the milk is not cheap here. And for this reason, we can't help all the cases that they come to the Shepherd Society.
Now, you are a Christian organization, so is it just Christians that you help?
Look, for we are Christian organizations, so we are not. Let me be clarified to you. The Shepherd Society is not organization only. The Shepherd Society is a ministry for Jesus, and for this reason, our main goal is to show Jesus' love to the others. But the very important thing I would like to tell you that for the Christians, we became the minority here. So in our studies with the Christians, we have found that they are suffering of the hard economic situation. So, but for us, we help anyone who is in need. So, and for this reason, many people who they are Christians, or either they are Christians or Muslims, they give the glory to the Lord.
Now, you said before that you help in tuition fees. Is it expensive to study here, and does that put a big burden on families?
Yes. At least the school tuition for every student costs around $500. And or the number of the children here, the average of the children in each family, it's around 4 children. So it's not easy for the people who they have limited income to pay for the school tuition.
Now, you said also that you're helping with utility costs. Are people just struggling with day-to-day life here?
Yes, they are suffering. Like for example, for many people, so they say that they stayed for sometimes 1 week or 10 days without electricity, and they are suffering. Yes, and for this reason, we hope that we could find a source to support this kind of project.
Now, you've also been looking after the physical side as well of people with establishing an ear, nose, and throat clinic. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, there is organization in New Zealand called Tear Fund. They supported the Shepherd Society and a private hospital in Bethlehem called Bethlehem Arab Society hospital for rehabilitation with the equipment for the ENT clinic. And we used to have partnership with the hospital, and we used to give the salary for the a doctor, for the surgeon there. And we used to give discount for the needy people who they needed the surgeries. So now we are no longer with this project because of the budget. So we don't have enough budget as income from the ENT clinic, and it became burden on the Shepherd Society to give salary for the doctor from the budget of the Shepherd Society.
Do you get any money at all from the government, or are you totally faith-based?
As you know, the Palestinian government is a poor government, and it's not easy for them to support the non-governmental organizations like the Shepherd Society. So we are trying to work with the Palestinian government, especially the Palestinian Ministry of Health and the Palestinian Ministry of Social Welfare, to provide the needs like the food or the medical treatments for these kinds of treatments that are not funded by the Palestinian Authority.
And who gives you money to help the people here in Bethlehem?
Yeah, most of our donation come from outside, from abroad, America, Europe, New Zealand, and many countries around the world. And we get support, we get donation from churches, Christian organizations, and individuals. But currently, the majority of the donations come from individuals. Yeah, so for this reason, we appreciate any kind of support from those people.
So Christians from abroad are really helping and encouraging the people here in Bethlehem, and I guess they're helping the people of Bethlehem to stay in Bethlehem as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes. Especially when they come to the Shepherd Society, when we talk to them about many cases, about the serious cases, and the need of the importance of the Shepherd Society to continue in the ministry to support those needy people because of the hard economic situation.
Is it important for Christians to stay here in Bethlehem? I know many people have left and gone abroad.
Yeah, many of them, they have left Bethlehem, the Palestine, this country, and the first reason is the hard economic situation that was affected by the political situation. They are struggling, and for this reason, many of them, they decided to leave the country, and for us, we are upset for this, because as a Christians, as the Jesus says, the Christians who they believe in Jesus, they are the light of the world. They are the salt of this earth, especially where our Lord was born, and he made the miracles. He felt with the needy people, and he died on the cross, and he saved us. So it's not easy for us to see Christians, they are leaving this country.
So really, it's very important for the West to actually invest in Palestinian families here, to keep the Christian presence here, and to keep the evangelistic presence here as well.
Yes, and this is what we tell our brothers and sisters in Christ about the importance of their support to the people here, especially to the Christians, because the Christians, most of the people who they left the country, they did not leave because they want to live in America, this is or in Europe or in another countries abroad, but the situation, the hard situation, has forced them to leave this country. They did not leave because they want to leave. No, they left the country because they say there is no future for them here. There is no future for their children. So we hope that the people who they hear us, that to keep the Christians, the Palestinian Christians, in their prayers, and to support the people, the Christians who they stay here in this country.
And why do you do what you're doing today?
As George, I do this because uh, I like working with the people. I like to be a social worker. I like to feel with the people who they are suffering of the economic situation. So it's satisfying for me, and I feel that the Lord, He wants me to work and to serve Him through the Shepherd Society.
And what's your prayer for the people here in Bethlehem, particularly the poor people of Bethlehem?
I pray that the Lord will, and He knows the needs of the poor here. And my prayer is that God will provide their needs, and to have job opportunities to the people who they have skills but they don't have the opportunity to work.
And what's your website for people who'd like to know more?
Yes, they can visit our website. It's www.shepherd-society.org. So they can visit our website, and they can email us if they would like to know more about the Shepherd Society. If they have questions, we could answer them.
Okay, George, thank you very much.
You are welcome.